All right, Kitty B here, finalgate.com. I got me a new toy. Hold up now, hold up. It's a GoPro Hero 12 action camera. Good girl, Nova. And I'm going to do, well, I got to get my cane out now. I forgot my cane. All right. So, I've kind of always wanted one. And I finally bought me one. I thought I'd do a video on kind of the pros and cons of it. It's not a, you know, I'm not a professional. I'm a beginner. But I would still like to share my experience in setting it up and figuring out the features in it. Maybe it'll help somebody else. This is my dog Nova. I have to kind of let her walk me rather than me walking her. She has to check everything out, so sometimes she'll get on a rabbit or some kind of critter that come through last night. She'll go ballistic. But anyway, first of all, the camera, when you first get it, you have to charge it. And one of the things that I read, it didn't really just tell me in a broad way. I kind of researched it and found some information that if you got a wall power adapter, you know, make sure that that the output is a 5-volt 2A, which I suspect that's 5-volt and 2 amps output. So it just so happens that I had an old Samsung pad that I've had for about 10 years, and it just so happens that that adapter was a 5-volt 2A output. So that's what I used to charge this camera the first time. Took about 2.5–3 hours to fully charge it. And so after I finally got it charged, I got online and I researched and found the manual that you can download as a PDF, and kind of gives you instructions on how to set it up. But I had to go buy me an SD card because it didn't come with it. I didn't get that particular package. You can buy different packages that comes with SD card and stuff like that. But this particular camera was a good price on it, actually. That's the reason I bought it instead of the 13. It was really just too good of a price to pay an extra $150 for a 13. So anyway, I got my SD card plugged in, got the battery charged up, fired it up. So initially through the setup, it wanted me to download an app. And of course my Samsung Android phone is an old phone. So the app was not compatible with it. Well, I didn't really mind that, to tell you the truth, because I really don't want to connect this camera to my phone and fool with it on my phone. A lot of people do now. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that's not what I wanted to do. I would much rather just be able to plug it up to my computer and then transfer my videos from the camera to my computer. So anyway, I kind of got stuck because it really wouldn't let me. Come on this way. She'll pull. She'll lean back and pull. Sometimes she'll just lay down. Come on, let's go this way. So, after a little bit of further research, I realized that you have to download an update, a firmware update. So, I took the SD card out, plugged it into the little adapter I had that came with it so I could plug it into my PC. And so I got that downloaded and I unzipped it. And then you're supposed to copy the update folder that it unzips from to that SD card, and then plug it back up to your camera, and then it'll fire back up and install that update. Now be sure not to, copy or put the zip file out there. That's not what it's looking for. You need to unzip that download and then put the update folder out on your SD card. If you do it that way, if you end up installing the app, then I think it does all that for you from your phone. So anyway, that's kind of the procedure of getting the update on the camera from manually doing it on a PC. So once I got that done, I fired the phone back up. I fired the camera back up. And voila, it got to that same screen. Download the app, and then it had an extra option. It said skip. So I was able to skip that part and move on with setup, and got the camera, set up and ready to go. So here I am for the first time, well really the second time. I used it yesterday, and I actually tried to do a review, but it kind of turned out too long and I got distracted. Paid more attention to my dog Nova. She got on a rabbit. But anyway, I managed to get all that done. I've got the camera strapped to my chest, because see, I got my dog in my left hand, I got my cane in my right hand. So it's really nice to be able to just strap it to my chest, and now she's on something. But so it's strapped to my chest. And one of the things, several things that I really love about this camera, and again, this is the Hero 12, it's not the 13. I'm sure the 13 is fantastic, and the biggest difference, my understanding, is the GPS. I think it has a different type of battery. It's a better battery that's not compatible with the 12, and the lenses that they have. Get back in here, Nova. Don't get up under there. You're gonna get hung. Don't get hung. Come on, let's go. Let's go down this way. And it has better batteries, and lenses are different. So the lenses on the 13 are not compatible with the 12. So up to this point, all the GoPros, the lenses were all compatible. But they're not anymore. So, and that's okay with me. I mean, I didn't want a $500 camera. I wanted something reasonable to do what I'm doing now. So that's really, I think, the biggest differences between 12 and 13. But here's some pros, then I'm gonna give you some cons. One of the nicest things about it, and this would be true, I think, for most of the GoPros, Heroes, you know, from 10 up, I think. I'm not for certain on that, but it's voice command. I mean, it's so nice. And I'm going to kind of demonstrate the voice command. GoPro, stop recording. Okay, now I'm back. So I was able to give the basically some voice commands, and I'm able to start and stop recording. Now you have to be careful, because if I was to say, you know, those two words accidentally, I could stop it from recording. Well, it ignored that, but usually you have to say GoPro in front of your command. There's some other commands. God, she's picked up something. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Yeah. Yeah, I know, but I'm not going up in the woods. So that's a plus for me. The voice command is just, that's a plus. Now there are other commands that I hadn't really gotten into yet, but the stop and start are definitely cool, because my hands are full, so it's easy to work that. So I love that. Another thing that's really nice about it, which would be true for other GoPro and I'm sure other action cameras, the stabilization on this thing, as you can see, I mean, I'm walking and the stabilization it's pretty cool. I'm going to trot just a little bit. Oh, come on girl, come on, just to kind of see what the camera does. So I'm moving around. Come on, I know. So the stabilization on it is incredible to me. So that's another plus. Another plus, I guess, and it's true for any action camera, I guess, it's not that heavy. It you know, like I said, I've got it strapped to my chest. Actually using a belt, an old belt I had that came with some cargo shorts, and in the accessories that I bought, one of the accessories was a clip, pretty good size clip, about 2.5 inches long, you know, and so I'm able to clip that camera on that belt that's just simply, you know, strapped across my chest. So you got to have some accessories. The camera itself came with the bottom piece But that's about all it came with. It didn't even come with an SD card. I had to go buy me an SD card. Come on this way. Come on. Come on, I'm not going in the woods now. I don't know if you can hear her, but she's echoing off of a Walmart building back there. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. GoPro, stop recording. Okay, I'm back. Whew, I had to get her out from over there. She was, there was something up in there, and she'd stay there all day. I had to practically drag her out. Come on, girl. So where were we? Another thing that I like about it, and that is that it comes with a USB cable, so you can plug it up to a PC. And I expected it to create a drive letter, but that's not what it did. It actually creates a media device. So when you plug it up to your PC, don't look for a drive letter that's similar to, you know, like USB thumb drives and, you know, these different types of flash drives that you can buy. They usually generate or create a drive letter on your PC. Well, this creates a media device. And of course, if you double click it, then it acts just like a drive letter. You can see you can go into the folders there and you can see your videos, and you can copy them, transfer them. You can even delete. And it's real, for me, that's a plus, because that's what I'm really going to be doing. I'm not going to be working with a phone or a smartphone to do all that with. Okay, I'm back to the house now, and I've plugged my GoPro up to my PC. It creates a media rather than a drive letter like a USB flash card would do. So there's the media, and you just double click it, it acts like a drive, and I can get my videos and I can delete them and so forth and so on. Now I want to make a correction. In the video I indicated that chargers should be an output 5V2A. Well, that's not true. This is straight out of the GoPro manual. It's output 5V1A. So make a note of that. That's very important. You don't want to damage your battery. Hopefully I haven't damaged mine. I'm going to plug it up to my computer and transfer the files over, and then I'm going to clean up the SD card by just simply deleting, you know, the footage and images or whatever off of the SD card. So that's a plus. I love that. Now I will tell you that I don't believe when you plug it up to your PC, unless your PC, I guess, can handle an output of 5 volts and 2 amps, then it may charge the battery when you have it plugged up. That's possible. I'm not going to say that it don't, but yesterday I plugged mine up to my PC and transferred my files, and I left it plugged up thinking, you know, well, it's charging. Man, it was 2 or 3 hours and it still wasn't charged. And so I finally just unplugged it from there, plugged it up to my old Samsung power adapter, and it charged up in about an hour and a half. So it wasn't about like 80%. So it was charging it, but not as fast as it would with a electrical, you know, adapter. Nova, come here. Your thing's hanging over. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Let me get that straightened up. She pulls at me so hard sometimes Pulls that harness right down on her side. But that's what I like about it. Now, the battery. I'm not really impressed by the battery in this 12. It will drain pretty good. I mean, I've read where the 13 is supposed to be a better battery and it's supposed to last longer, and I think it charges up quicker. So there are some pros to the 13, and it's a con for the 12. Now I think it's going to do me okay. You know, I could probably get a couple of hours recording out of it, which that's more than enough for me, for what I'm doing with it. But I am going to look into buying me an extra battery, and I'm going to look into possibly buying a battery charger that's a dual battery charger, so I could charge up 2 batteries at the same time. And in case I'm ever doing something that I really need an extra battery. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to do that. That thing's done pulled back down on that girl again. I wonder if I've got that thing on right. Nova. No. Yeah, it's on right. No, it's not. That's why. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. I got that thing on you wrong, girl. When you jumped on me, you jumped up wrong, and I got it on wrong. Sure do, no wonder. It'd sure help if I'd put it on right, won't it, girl? So I put it on wrong from the house. All right, where were we? Good Lord. And it's hot out here this morning. Woo! I'm starting to sweat. It's like 7:30 in the morning, but it's already getting hot. Sure to be wearing down here pretty soon. Let's see, where was I at? Anyway, another thing that I guess I like about it too, after a certain amount of time, come on girl, let's go. Come on, she's getting tired now. Come on, let's go. Come on, come on. Come on, catch up with me, come on. The screens will go to sleep. And of course that's, you know, to help with the battery usage. So that's nice. And it'll still record, you know, even though the screens have gone to sleep. As soon as you stop it, the screens will come back on. Come on, Nova, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, see how she'll, see how if I didn't have that extra collar around her neck, she would come right out of that thing. Phew! And she's done it before. She'll just back right out of it. And there I go. It's really loose on her. I really need to buy something else. I used to have one that strapped around each leg in the front, kind of like a, well, almost like a saddle on a horse. My wife always felt like that hurts her, that bothers her, so that's why we ended up with this one. But All right, let's pick it up. Well, she's getting wore out now. So, those are some good things about the camera that I really do enjoy. I'm glad. I mean, that's voice command, the ability to hook it up to a computer and transfer my files, the screensaver mode, and basically the stabilization of the camera. I mean, it's just excellent. Really does make a big difference in the videos. Then I can take them home. Come on, let's go. I can take them home and transfer them to my computer, fire up my video editing software, and so far I've been able to work with these videos real easily, and they come in quite nicely. All right, here's the cons. I would say the battery life. I would say if these things had a better battery and would last longer and would charge quicker, I mean, it would be a big plus. So to me, it's the battery. What else is something negative about it? Well, to tell you the truth, I can't really think of anything else. I mean, I think the battery, really, I would have liked for the camera, and maybe it does, I would have liked to have been able to change the, you know, I would like to have been able to adjust the lens, you know, to go from a wide angle shot to a close-up, you know, do a close-up. And I don't think you can do it. I haven't seen anywhere. You can change the camera mode. There's 3 different settings, I think, for the camera mode. And all it's doing is changing the frame. This is in wide angle, and I think you can change it, you know, into a frame that almost looks like you're videoing from a phone. But I would have liked to have been able to give it a voice command, you know, to zoom in on something, you know. But you know, for the money, and again, like I said, the only reason I bought this camera, the 12, instead of going ahead and purchasing the 13, was the money. I mean, it was going to be, for what I got and the price I got, it was going to be another $150. I mean, I was going to be spending close to well over $450 for a, you know, a 13, which truly, I guess, in a way, I didn't need all that to do what I'm doing. This will be an excellent camera. I'm excited about it. Come on, girl. She's getting tired. She's about pooped out. We're going to go around this part of the park one time, then we'll come back up on the truck and call it a day. I'm already sweating. And so that pretty much, I guess, concludes my review of this GoPro Hero 12 Black. Now, I'm not exactly sure what the significance is on the, you know, the black. I don't know if it's just kind of a nickname they gave it because the camera's black and it's waterproof and all that good stuff. But I'll have no need for it for water. But so far, you know, I'm real happy with it. So thanks for watching. You know, it's thefinalgate.com. You know, visit my website. And, you know, like my video. I appreciate that. If it helps you, you know, like it for me.